Hello my crafty friends, welcome back to my channel. I am here today with the Spellbinders Club Kit for January. This is the large die of the month club kit called Honeybee Jar. Now these large die kits of the month I always consider a 2-in-1 kit. They're always quite large and the price point is like the price of one full-size die set, and yet you get so much more. Like, for example, this die set has 22 cutting dies, and you get the full-size jar here, which I'm picturing multiple things with this. I'm picturing different types of like Halloween jars, like or like candles. I've got, ideas of, oh gosh, you could put scenes in it. There's a lot of different things we could possibly do with this. It's large enough to make a actual card base. You can either hinge it across the top or you can hinge it down the side, depending on how you want to open your card. And, it's got multiple layers here, which I'll show you. Then it has the large bee and the fabric top that you can use on top to decorate. But then it has an entire set of floral dies also. So I thought that was really neat that you're kind of getting two sets in one. And here is showing on the back of the packaging how it's intended to be used. Now, I didn't use it like this today. I'm using it a little differently. And we're going to have our flowers on the outside of the jar. And we're going to actually make a 5x7 card. And we're going to put our jar on a tablecloth, which is what I envisioned. Now, if my tablecloth looks like a tablecloth, you'll have to decide. But that was my vision. So it's on a picnic table. Bees are buzzing around. And this is the fantasy world of Melanie. So here we go. Here is our background. Here is our table with our ruffled tablecloth. And then here is the bees flying around the background. So this is what we're going to build upon. And then here is our jar. I did it in a light blue because I'm envisioning this being glass. And whenever I color glass, I always choose kind of a light blue to color glass. So I wanted to show you, when you use this die alone, the big die here, you get this piece. When you put the inside die in it, you get this piece and these pieces. So I've cut this multiple times here to get the different colors that I wanted. So that is using both dies together. You get these multiple 4 pieces when you use these 2 layers together. So what I've done here is gone ahead. I want to give myself a crevice to lay these into. So I cut this one and we're going to put this one, I'm going to move our background so we don't get it messy. I'm going to go ahead and glue this one directly to the top of our jar. And then we are going to fill the jar with all the layers. And you could even put like a piece of acetate on the front of this. You could turn this into a shaker card. Wouldn't that be adorable? Shaker card with little bumblebee shakers inside. Oh my goodness. So there's so many options with this. You can make this into any type of canning jar. You could do any of your, like if you do canning, you could make it any of your canning items. You can oh my gosh. Leave me comments down below. How many other ways would you use this? Tell me your ideas. I want to hear them. And I just love the embossing. Look at the detail of that. The rims there. It's just awesome. Now on this paper here, I inked it a little bit with brown on top of the yellow to give it shadowing on the sides. So we're going to go ahead. This is acting as our honey. Now, of course, you could change this color as I did in the small die of the month. And I made it strawberry jam. So you could change this and make it any type of jelly or any type of item that you want in your jar. So that just seats right down in there. And then I'm going to put the layer here inside, or on top, I mean, in the middle, I guess you'd say. And this is a one-directional piece. You can't put it the other direction. So just watch for the sides, the direction that the sides go in, because they're slanted. And then I cut this piece out of the bee paper. And if you're wondering about this paper, I got it from scrapbook.com, and it's called Be Happy. It comes in a lot of different patterns. It's a collection by Echo Park. So it is adorable. It's got all these different themed pieces that have the bees and the florals and everything running through it. It's perfect for this month's collection, or the club kits. So that's what I am using with some of my designs this month. And I went ahead and cut this out so it looks like we can see through the jar. We see the bees through the jar. So it's sitting up on the picnic table, and all the bees want some of that honey. So they are buzzing, 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 hoping that they get a little bit of that honey. Alrighty. So now I have cut the little fabric topper with some patterned or textured paper that I had in my stash. And you can see all the little cuts and everything that the die does. Isn't that gorgeous? The little etchings, the embossings, and everything that the die does. So let me see how I want to do this. I think I'll put it right there. And I'm just going to glue the top so the bottom is a little ruffled. And we will put it right up there on top. Then we have this twine, and this comes in a die, and I can totally see using this on different things. Let's see, this is something I'll be using on other projects for sure. So this one we're going to put right across here. Oh, so cute. Luckily this glue dries clear. Now this here has a tag that can go on it if you want it to say hi bee. So we're going to leave that there just in case we decide to do that. I'm not going to glue that portion down. Let me just grab some of that, make sure there's no glue on that so we can do that. I glued to there. So then I will put our bow, which I put a little too much glue on there, but we'll put our bow up here. So cute. Look at that. Isn't that bow adorable? Oh my goodness. Now, I'm excited to say, let me tell you about this little gem right here. This little gem makes the cutest little bee stir. Is that not adorable? Now, everyone I've seen use this has made this part brown, but mine has to have the honey on it. So I made it the color of the honey, but I still made the ripples because of the wood. So, but I had to make it the color of the honey just to be a little different. So the handle's still brown, but the honey is on the tip because we've been stirring it in the honey, right? So this little gem is your free gift if you are a Caboodle subscriber. Now, a Caboodle subscriber is one that subscribes to all 10 kits during the month, and those 10 kits are 60% off when you purchase all 10. It's $120, and you get a free gift every month. Now, last month in December was the first month that they did that, and they gave us a free set of 3 blender brushes. So that was the free gift in December, and that's why it says here, thanks for being a club member. Enjoy your free goodie. So that was our really nice gift in December, very useful gift for the craft room. And this month, it's a coordinating 3-piece die set. So I thought that was genius, and it's adorable. So I just wanted to let you know that that was an extra add-on to the Caboodle collection from the club kits. So I've gone ahead and done that. I've also made this adorable bumblebee that we are going to be able to add. We can either add him up here. We'll wait till the end when we get everything put on to add him. But I've gone ahead and made him. And look at his little details. I put some vellum on his wings. And I used a little Copic marker in light blue right here just to give his wings a little color. And isn't he adorable? So we've got him. So let's bring our card base over here and put our jar of honey on. And I think I'm going to use foam tape. I think that's what I'm going to do, is use some foam tape. So let me grab my foam tape. I just got this foam tape from Altenew. So we're going to try it out for the first time here. Look at the huge roll it comes in, dimensional foam tape. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. This is not something that Spellbinders offers just yet. So I found it on Altenew and decided to give it a try for when you have something really big that you want to cover the back of. This just gives it extra support. And I loved that it was so much of it. So they're very generous with their adhesives over at Altenew. When you get the adhesives, you look at the price and you think, oh my gosh, it's so expensive, but it isn't. And if you watch for a sale, it's really very, very reasonable, because the foam tape itself, or the adhesive itself, has so much in it. The rolls are really large, just like this one, this purple satin tape. I mean, that is a lot of tape. It doesn't rip your paper. So that was a happy accident when I bought those on Black Friday. Okay, whoops. Go ahead and cut that. That was nice and easy to get off. That was the first time I've used it, so far so good. Now let's see how it is peeling the release paper, because that's one thing with foam tapes and 3D papers. I don't like it if it's hard to peel. So let's see. Of course, my nails are as long as ever. Oh, it's not hard at all. I thought I was going to need my poker tool, but oops. Oh, this is adorable. Look at that. That dimension is exactly perfect. It's not too much. Oh, I like that. I wonder what millimeter this is. Let me see. It's 1.5 millimeter. That's That's nice. I think my other stuff is 2 millimeters, so that's nice. So now it looks like we're looking through the jar, and the bees are flying behind the jar and all around the jar, and it's sitting on our table. So now let's decorate. So where are we gonna want our spoon? Let's see. And then we've got a little flower that I thought we would put down here for decoration. So let's look here and see placement wise how that would look. This is what I was thinking when I die cut all of this. And then this also comes with the honey jar, or the spoon, so that you can make it look like it's dripping honey. So if you want it to be like this, you can have this dripping. Isn't that fun? That's adorable. So you can have that as an option as well. I'm trying to decide if I want this. I'm thinking I'm going to put it like that and then put the bee up here. And then do we want the tag, or do we want to use one of these sentiments that I've done from Clear Stamp and Die of the Month? I really like these, but I kind of like the idea of pulling in the pink of the flower. So I think I'm going to use this one, and then I'll put one of those on the inside. So we'll go ahead and hook this on here. I'm glad we didn't glue that down now, huh? Just string that through there. And line that up and push that down. Isn't that cute? There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this. I think this is such a nice gift from them. I have to be honest with you guys. When I heard about the Caboodle price, I was very happy. The $120 for all of that stuff, including the glimmer and the wax seal and the better press, plus all of the original kits. I thought that was such a great price point. I really thought it was going to be closer to $150 when I heard that they were going to be offering something, because they tell us a little bit early. And I really thought it was going to be more expensive. And I've heard some people say, well, I don't do wax seal, or I don't have a better press. And one thing I want everyone to think about is that 60% savings. Because if there's only one thing or two things that you don't care for, you can always either gift it to a friend or resell it. There's so many Facebook groups that you can put it on there. There's actually a Spellbinders resale group. You can put it on there and someone will buy it. And you're not really paying for it anyways. So if you think about it, at 60% off, if it's only one or two things that you don't care about, you're not paying for it anyways, because everything's 60% off. That's what I'm thinking of, and I'm really happy that they kept the price down for us. Okay, I put some 3Ds on the back here, so those wings were level. Okay, so let's put him down here. See him down there? Isn't that cute? Okay, then all we have is the flower. Now, one thing about the flower I wanted to show you is Spellbinders has this new foam that they are releasing on the 10th. And if you're a club member of any level, it is available on the 6th. And it die cuts really easily. And you can use it with your die cuts, or you can use it as layering underneath layers like your shaker cards, or popping up layers. Like I could have cut a piece and put it under here instead of all that foam tape. That would have been an option. I could have just die cut this and put the whole thing under there, and it would have been solid and firm, and I wouldn't have had all those different pieces. That's an option. This stuff is very affordable. Now you get 20 sheets, I believe, in it, and it's all different colors. You can choose a cool set or a warm set. But here I'm using it as the underneath piece to my flower center. So it's going to pop my flower center up and give it the color behind it at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that. Alrighty. So I'm going to just set that aside and let it dry while we work on this. Now I could have put it under here too. I could have die cut one of these because these are really super thin. I could have die cut the leaves and put one under here. Or I could have just die cut it out of green. I could have just die cut this die out of the green, and it would have already been 3D. See how you could use that in place of your cardstock, and it would already be 3D. So that is just another option to be able to use that product. So let's see. I'm going to put this here, and this flower is going to need some dimension under this side and not that side. So let me put some foam behind this petal. Okay, so we'll put regular glue over here where it's going to attach to the jar. And we'll put it like so. Okay. And then I'm going to tuck these guys underneath. Give some glue definitely to those stems to make sure they're strong. I don't want those coming out. Okay, I'm going to lift this up a little bit before it dries completely so I can get this under here. Okay. Same with this one. It's a little hard to get just a little bit of glue on there, so there we go. Okay, so there's our little flower bud. And then we'll get our little center here and put that right there in the center. So there is our card for the large die of the month. So many options. So leave me a comment down below and tell me how you're going to use this jar. How many ways you see yourself potentially using this jar. Let me know. Or all the links for the items are down in the description, including the club links. If there's any questions you have, feel free to let me know. I'm always here to assist you in any way possible. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye, friends.